volume. You have to decrease blood volume by about 10% before you start really seeing a steep increase in ADH. So you have two figures here for two different things. One, the relationship between ADH and osmolality, and one between ADH and blood volume. And you can see this responds a lot faster. A change, like I said, of only 1% in osmolality will cause a change in ADH. But you need to lose about 10% of blood, and right here, before you really start seeing an increase in ADH in relation to even losing more blood. Kind of the same thing goes for blood pressure. It doesn't respond immediately, but it responds probably to a certain extent somewhere in between these two relationships. Any questions about ADH? No, this is good. Okay, oxytocin, what do you need to know about that? It comes from the paraventricular nuclei, a little bit from the supraoptic nuclei, small polypeptide, and here is either the same like ADH, so 9 amino acids, the same thing. It's released, and we know what stimulates its release. During parturition, the stretching of the cervix. And we can do that in the lab. If you irritate the cervix, you will have an increase in oxytocin.
Also the mother.
Negative. Okay, the other thing that it does, it also increases the contraction of microepithelial cells, and this lets milk out. When a baby starts nursing, the minute he starts suckling on the nipple, there is a stimulus that goes up to the hypothalamus, stimulates these cells, and causes the release of oxytocin. Yes,
during parturition, the mother is actually giving birth to a child.
Let me hear the question. Yes, about.
The release of oxytocin, isn't it a positive feedback? Because when you release oxytocin, there's more.
It's true. The more stretching, the more oxytocin. The more stretching, the more till the baby comes out, and then it becomes a negative feedback. It's the same like the other day we had something like that with luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone for maybe 1 day and a half, you have a positive feedback. At that time, when you have ovulation, it becomes a negative feedback. Almost all negative feedback, positive feedbacks, which we know of 5, 6 of them, they become negative feedback. Okay, yeah, Shabab, any questions? مين المدرسة؟ sit quiet. Okay, Shabab. Any questions about oxytocin? So that's what it does. We have an increase in oxytocin during delivery. Okay. Even though animals with no oxytocin at all, they can still deliver babies. But the process takes a lot longer, so we know that it probably plays a critical role in that. So 2 things: parturition, milk ejection during nursing. That's it. Would you expect oxytocin to have to cause an increase in water reabsorption?
Maybe, yes.
Yes, it causes some لأنه بيشبه ADH and stuff, but it's like the difference between angiotensin 1 and angiotensin 2. Angiotensin 2 is a lot stronger vasoconstrictor than angiotensin 1, but they both have vasoconstrictive activities. The same is true for ADH. ADH has it probably can affect to a small extent also, this parturition reflex that we're talking about. But also we know oxytocin also causes the reabsorption of water. لأنه both they are very similar chemically. Not only that, but again, they share the same characteristics, but ADH is more potent in causing the reabsorption of water, while oxytocin is more potent in the contraction of the uterus during parturition and the milk ejection during nursing.
Question, do women only produce oxytocin at the end of pregnancy?
Yeah, they produce a lot of it at the end of pregnancy, but all these hormones, we have a certain level of them. You probably have some oxytocin.
That's the second question, but like
Yeah, we all have, because if you have the hypothalamus, you have oxytocin. We did not say this is only for women or for men. Some hormones can, yeah. But we do, men have oxytocin, we have ADF, so same is true for women. No, it's the same stuff. But if you, some miracle, you have parturition, it will go up. Any other questions? Okay, well, let's go home.
Where did you finish?